Greenville, South Carolina has been one of the fastest growing cities in the country for the past decade. And with that growth has come a lot of change. Higher home prices, more traffic, and newer development everywhere. So this is the question I hear all the time now. Is Greenville still worth it in 2026? Today, I'm going to give you my honest breakdown, not the Chamber of Commerce version, not the doom and gloom version, but what it's actually to live here right now. Because that answer isn't simple, and it depends what exactly you're looking for. Let's start with what's changed, because pretending it hasn't would be dishonest. Greenville is not that hidden gem it was 10 years ago. It has been discovered. Home prices have increased significantly. What used to be incredibly affordable, the market is now just moderately affordable compared to places like California or the Northeast, but expensive compared to what it was. Traffic has increased. Woodruff Road, Pelham Road, even parts of downtown, they are busier than they used to be. Development is really everywhere. Newer subdivisions, newer shopping centers, neighborhoods that used to feel sort of tucked away now have construction happening all around them. And the population has grown, which means more people at restaurants, in crowds, at events, longer waits at those popular spots. All of this is true and it matters, but it's not the whole story. So what does Greenville still offer in 2026? First, it is still more affordable than most of those cities people are moving from. And yes, home prices have gone up, but you're still getting significantly more space and quality of life for your money than you would in Boston, San Francisco, New York, or maybe even Charlotte. Second, the culture that made Greenville special is still here. The downtown is still walkable and genuinely charming. Falls Park is still beautiful, the local food scene is still thriving, and the arts community is still very strong. Third, you still have access to that nature. The mountains are 30 minutes away, lakes, hiking trails, outdoor spaces, they are all accessible. And there is a sense of community here. It is growing, but it hasn't lost that Southern hospitality or that smaller city feel, where people still say hello and neighborhoods still connect. And fifth, the job market and economy are strong. Growth brings challenges, but it also brings opportunity, and there are jobs here. There is economic stability. So Greenville in 2026 is different, but it's not necessarily worse. It's just evolved. So who is Greenville still worth for in 2026? It's worth if you're relocating from a higher cost, higher stress city, and you're seeking a better quality of life with lower costs. Even if it's not as low as it used to be, it's still worth it. And you value access to culture, good food, walkable downtown spaces, but don't need the scale of the major metro. It's worth it. Proximity to nature matters to you, and you want to be close to mountains and trails and outdoor recreation without living in the middle of nowhere. It's worth it if you're looking for a place with economic opportunity, job growth, especially in healthcare, manufacturing, tech, and logistics. It's worth it if you want 4 seasons without extreme winters and you're okay in hot, humid summers. It's worth it if you're willing to be strategic about where you live within the Greenville area. Because here's the thing, you don't have to live in the most expensive, most crowded parts to benefit everything Greenville offers. You can still live in Travelers Rest, Greer, Simpsonville, or even parts of Spartanburg, and still be 15 to 30 minutes from Greenville, but with more space, less traffic, and lower prices. And that's where intentional location makes all the difference. Let's talk about who Greenville might not be worth for, because honesty matters, and I'd rather you know before you move. It might not be worth it if you're expecting the Greenville of 2015. If you're looking for an undiscovered, sleepy southern town with rock bottom prices and zero traffic, that's not what you find here anymore. It might not be worth it if you need true walkability in your daily life. Downtown is walkable, but most of the metro area is still car dependent. If you're coming from New York or Boston and you need to walk or take transit everywhere, you could get frustrated. It might not be worth it if you're seeking absolute quiet and seclusion either. Greenville is growing, which means construction, noise, development, increasing activity. If you need total solitude, you'll need to look further out into those rural areas. Every place has trade-offs, and understanding them helps you make that good decision. In Greenville, the trade-offs look like this. You get lower costs than major metros, but higher costs than you would have gotten 5 years ago. You'll get access to culture, downtown energy, but it comes with crowds and traffic on the weekends. You'll get proximity to nature and mountains, but you still need a car to access it. You'll get a growing economy with job opportunities, but that growth means construction and change. The question isn't whether Greenville is perfect. No place is. The question is whether these trade-offs work for you and your life, and that's only something that you can answer. Is Greenville still worth it in 2026? For a lot of people, yes. Absolutely. It is a great place to live if you're looking for balance of affordability, quality of life, opportunity, and access to both culture and nature. But it isn't for everyone, and it's important to come in with realistic expectations. The Greenville that gets romanticized in relocation videos is real. Downtown is so beautiful, and the food scene is excellent, and the mountains are so close. But the everyday experiences also include traffic, growth, and the realities of the mid-sized southern cities that's becoming more expensive. And if you want guidance from somebody who's not going to oversell you on Greenville just to close a deal, somebody who will help you figure out this area that actually fits your life, I am here. My name is Elizabeth McCarthy. I am brokered by eXp Realty. I've linked my contact information below, and let's talk about what you're really looking for. Whether it's Greenville or somewhere nearby, let's find the right fit. If this video gave you more an honest perspective than the typical hype, please subscribe. This channel is all about helping you make decisions that actually serve your life, not just selling a city. Thank you for watching.